あら不思議。腕が花びらとなって消えちゃった。気をつけようね。人にぶつかったら謝らなくちゃ。
He's neither hero nor villain. He helps the protagonists, then tries to kill them. He saves people only to fight them later. Every time you think you've figured him out, he changes the rules. This is why Hisoka remains one of anime's greatest mysteries. Hisoka's first appearance in Hunter x Hunter comes during the Hunter exam, and from the moment he steps onto the screen, it's obvious he's not your average applicant. Dressed like a circus magician who somehow wandered into a death exam, complete with face paint and an unnervingly cheerful smile, he immediately stands out from the crowd. That impression doesn't last long before it's confirmed. After another applicant deliberately bumps into him, Hisoka responds in the most reasonable way possible. Throughout the anime, there are several moments where Hisoka appears to side with Gon and his friends, only to turn against them when it benefits him. He helps them survive dangerous situations, yet he is also willing to become their opponent without hesitation. This raises one of the biggest questions surrounding his character. What are Hisoka's true intentions, and could the answer be connected to the mysterious past he refuses to reveal?
ウーボーさん、聞こえますか？俺たちからのレクイエムです。
血で血を洗う壮絶。
Hisoka plays one of the most fascinating roles in the York New City arc because he's never truly on anyone's side. While he initially appears to be a member of the Phantom Troupe, it's gradually revealed that he only joined to pursue his own obsession. Years before the events of the arc, Hisoka became the Phantom Troupe's fourth Spider by defeating and killing the previous holder of that position. Unlike the other members, however, he never shared the group's sense of family or loyalty. To him, the troupe was simply a means to an end. The only reason he infiltrated the organization was to get close to its leader, Trollo Lucilfer, whom he considered the ultimate opponent. At the beginning of the York New City arc, Hisoka seems to be working alongside the Spiders. He attends their meetings, participates in their discussions, and even helps search for the mysterious chain user responsible for attacking them. When Gon and Killua are captured after following the troupe, Hisoka does nothing to help them, maintaining his cover as a loyal spider. At this point, both the audience and the characters are left wondering where his true allegiances lie. The turning point comes when Hisoka secretly reveals himself to Kurapika as a traitor within the troupe. Rather than exposing Kurapika, he offers him valuable information about the spiders, their abilities, and their movements. This isn't an act of kindness or a sudden change of heart. Hisoka simply realizes that Kurapika's revenge against the Phantom Troupe could create the perfect opportunity for him to fight Trollo one-on-one. One of Hisoka's cleverest moments in the arc comes after Neon Nostrade's fortunes predict the future of each spider. Trollo has Neon write fortunes for every member of the Phantom Troupe, believing they will help the group avoid disaster. The fortunes warn several members of impending deaths and betrayals, causing the troupe to take them very seriously. Hisoka quickly realizes that the prophecies could expose him as the traitor within the organization. His own fortune hints that someone close to the Spiders has ulterior motives, making him a prime suspect if the others interpret it correctly. Rather than accepting his fate, he uses his Nen ability, Texture Surprise, to alter the text of his fortune. By replacing the original prediction with a fabricated one, he convinces the other spiders that his future aligns with theirs, successfully hiding his betrayal. His deception doesn't stop there. When Trollo asks him to relay the fortunes of other members, Hisoka subtly manipulates the information to steer the troupe's decisions in ways that benefit him. At the same time, he secretly passes information to Kurapika, allowing both sides to act on incomplete or misleading knowledge. Neither group ever has the full picture, and Hisoka positions himself in the middle, controlling the flow of information while remaining several steps ahead. The truth is, Hisoka's motives remain one of the biggest mysteries in the series. Despite his major role, his past is largely unknown, and the story has never fully explained what shaped him into the person he is today. His obsession with powerful opponents and Gon is obvious, but whether it stems from his upbringing, his philosophy, or something else entirely is still left unanswered. Interestingly, Tokyo Ghoul creator Sui Ishida wrote a one-shot manga exploring Hisoka's backstory, offering his own interpretation of the mysterious character's origins. Although the story has never been officially confirmed as part of the Hunter x Hunter canon, it received a positive response from series creator Yoshihiro Togashi, who acknowledged the one-shot and praised Ishida's portrayal of Hisoka. Because of Togashi's approval, many fans view it as a compelling interpretation, even if it is not considered official canon. The story begins in the land of Glam Gas, a city built not on rock or soil but on spectacle, a place where, after the natural gas ran out, the ruling Glam clan turned to the only resource left: entertainment. Casinos and hotels rose from the red clay, each vying for customers with grand performances, all competing to outshine the others. One day, on the outskirts of this city of dreams, a troupe of traveling performers finds a beaten, unconscious boy on the side of the road. The ringmaster, Morrow, is intrigued by him. The boy is barely alive, but when he awakens, he shows no fear, only a quiet, unsettling stillness. His name is Hisoka. Morrow, ever the showman, decides to take him in. He asks the boy if he can perform any magic. Hisoka shrugs and produces a simple deck of cards. He performs a trick so fluid, so masterful, it captivates even the veteran performer. Morrow sees a rare talent. He asks how Hisoka learned such skills, and the boy simply replies, "My mother was a skillful lady." Nothing more is said. A mystery remains. Despite the protests of other troupe members who fear this quiet stranger is bad luck, Morrow gives Hisoka a chance. And it pays off. During a performance, a jealous performer, Yasuda, tries to sabotage Hisoka, throwing an impossible number of juggling batons to overwhelm him. The audience gasps, expecting chaos. But Hisoka, with a calm smile, catches every single one. He moves with a dexterity that is not just practice but preternatural. Yasuda, humiliated, leaves the troupe in disgrace. As the days go by, Hisoka begins to notice something strange. He can see a faint, shimmering film surrounding Morrow. Hisoka asks him about it. "Nen," Morrow explains, surprised that such a boy can see it. "It's the life force of all living things. The ability to control it is the basis of all true power." He offers to teach Hisoka, to help him control this power he can already perceive. Hisoka learns at an impossible rate. What would take a normal person a year to master, he absorbs in days. He is a prodigy, but it is not a sign of a peaceful soul. He is honing a weapon. Morrow, a transmuter, helps Hisoka discover his own Nen type. He too is a transmuter. The troupe's success grows, and they are finally invited to perform at the prestigious Royal Glam Hotel. This performance in front of the head of the Glam clan, the very ruler of Glam Gas, is the opportunity of a lifetime. The night before the grand performance, a member of the troupe, Abiki, goes missing. Hisoka finds her being attacked by a man known only as John Doe, a serial killer who leaves his victims crushed to death and is known to change his appearance like a demon. Hisoka saves her, but it feels too easy. The killer escapes after a brief, bloody struggle. The night of the performance arrives, and it is a resounding success. The audience is in awe, and the troupe has achieved everything they dreamed of. But in the quiet after the applause, Hisoka confronts Morrow alone. A predator has found its prey. "Your aura feels like the man I fought," Hisoka states calmly. "You are John Doe." Morrow, ever the performer, drops his cheerful persona. He reveals that his skin is fake, hidden beneath a mask of texture surprise. He admits everything. The thrill of shocking people was an addiction. He even killed his own sister just to see the expression on her face as she died. The circus was his attempt to cage the monster within him. But the urge to cause pain always won. But Hisoka is not here for justice or revenge. He smiles. "I don't care about that. I just want to fight you." The battle is brutal. Morrow reveals his magnetic Hatsu and tries to crush Hisoka. But Hisoka has been watching, learning. He escapes with an advanced Nen technique Morrow never taught him. Then he unveils his own Hatsu. "Bungee gum," Hisoka says. "It has the properties of both rubber and gum." He redirects Morrow's magnetic attack, sending it back to kill its master. As Morrow dies, he asks, "What are you going to do now?" Hisoka doesn't answer with a purpose. He changes Morrow's face into the terrifying visage of John Doe, ensuring the legend will live on. Back at camp, Abiki calls out for Morrow and Hisoka, but the two are gone. The story ends where it began. with Hisoka alone on the road, but he is no longer a lost boy. With bungee gum and a bloodlust awakened, he walks away from the burning remains of his teacher's life. He doesn't walk toward a destination. He walks toward the next strong opponent, the next toy, the next exciting game. And he's been playing it ever since.